What's up, everybody, man? Rapid Wrestling Federation, folks. Got another one for you. Got another hot one for you guys. So you got to come on, check it out with me. Let's talk to this gentleman. We have got none other than Mr. Breaking News G Smooth. How are you doing, sir?
How's it going, Doc Payne? Pleasure to meet you, brother. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for coming on. Now, here we go. I'm going to come straight out the bat, man.
Let's
You got
go.
Ryker, March 28th. Lincolnton, North Carolina, man. How do you feel about this match?
Personally, what I feel about it, Doc, I feel that Ryker needs to call the Rapid Wrestling Federation front office and find out who the hell he pissed off because they called me to come kick his ass.
Well,
That's what I
with
plan
what
on doing.
I know, with being real familiar with what's going on, man. You know what, knowing your past, I mean, this could be some punishment. So we don't know what direction why you was brought in to meet this gentleman. Eddie Sullivan, what's good, dog? Man, it's doing good, brother. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on here and checking out Mr. G Smooth. Man, this guy's a Georgia legend, hardcore. He's gone extreme. This man's probably spilled so much blood down in the state of Georgia more than an alligator, without a doubt. This guy, straight up hardcore, man. Uh, Gotta check him out. Gotta check him out. So with Mr. Ryker, we do see, his style. He's, high flyer. He's quick. You know, tell the fans, how does Mr. Breaking News going to slow down this style?
Simple. I'm going to beat him silly. I'm going to make him disoriented. I'm going to hurt his legs. There will be no flying off no rope. I'm going to decapitate him. And if it has to come down to it, I'll make sure that Riker's blood is left in that building in Lincolnton, North Carolina.
Oh boy, sounds like Mr. Riker's not going to be having a very good night, folks. Anybody's got any comments and questions? Come on, man, jump on in, join the chat, have some fun. March 28th, guys. This gentleman's coming in, and he's facing a young guy, a young lion. Coming out of North Carolina. He's been working in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee areas. So we're all right. I'm hearing right now. So we are going to be actually getting a visit from Mr. Riker. So we're going to be actually having the opportunity, folks. Here's a big surprise. We're going to actually have these two gentlemen face each other right here and tell each other exactly what they're going to do to one another. Because you know what? One of the things that I've promised everybody out there, March 28th, I'm going to look at every talent that's walking into that ring and I'm going to say, we're just taking the cuffs off. Go out there and beat the living hell of each other and give the fans everything they deserve. So, March 28th, folks, keep watching Rapid Wrestling Federation because it's going to be hot and we're waiting for Mr. Riker to come in here because I think Mr. Smooth has got something to say to him personally because he looks like he's getting a little steamed up. He's getting a little, some thoughts going through his head. And I do like the shirt, sir. I like
Thank
it,
you.
man. Mr.
Thank
Breaking
you.
I like that, man. Man, we tell you what, we're gonna have to actually have one of those come up over March 28th in a 3X now. I am
I can make
digging
that
that now.
happen. I can make that happen.
No, man, I'd love it. I love it. I'd wear it in a show for the whole show, baby. We
Sounds like
getting the
a plan. I
comments
like
warmed up.
that.
We
I
getting these
like that.
comments. Here comes Mr. TJ Joe Doe. Oh man, sounds like a massacre. I agree. I agree.
That's a smart man. You are a smart man. That's exactly what's going to happen in Lincoln, North Carolina. A massacre. I like that guy.
Oh man, here we come, Mr. Conway G Smooth. I'm going to take out E Dog on the 28th, and I would be glad to take your name on my shirt. Mr. Lincoln
Listen,
Conway, I understand that you facing his buddy, but I'm gonna give
I
the
got
advice: get past the first hurdle before you call out the next big dog, because getting bit more than once can really put you in a bad place, brother. So I'm telling you, represent you, sir. Let's concentrate on E Dog first. Because I
Unfortunately,
don't think we want to
Mark,
be making Mr. Smooth popping out on this match on us now,
hey,
because you don't want to be pushing some buttons we don't want pushed right now.
right, March 28th, Lincoln Conway is actually going to be your funeral. So you don't have to worry about me because you ain't going to make it out of that match. The
Ooh,
kingpin of
Mr.
wrestling,
Conway.
E Dog, is going to kill you. That's why when you was talking to him on this show a few weeks ago, that's exactly why I asked you, what time is your funeral? What time would you like your funeral to be? The kingpin of wrestling, E Dog, my brother, is going to slaughter you.
Now,
Believe that.
speaking of
Believe
that,
that.
you and E Dog, how long have you guys actually gone back? And first time you ever tagged?
2006. Yeah, 2006.
So you're looking at about 14, 15 years there. Now,
Yeah,
is it different for you right now going into singles, or has you been kind of working that singles thing here lately?
I've done both. I mean, of course, it'll be different. It's always different, a singles. But the thing about it is, in a singles match, it's a little better because you're focused on that one opponent. You get to slaughter him and cut him up and do whatever you want to do on your own. You see what I'm saying? But with my brother, we're so in tune. We know where each other's gonna be. I know what he's doing. He knows what I'm doing. You
All
see?
right,
It's just
right.
a bonus if he's there. If we're in a match together.
Well, the comments are getting sparked up, man. I tell you what, everybody jump on the comments, man, because I tell you what, I think we just got a spark in Mr. Lincoln Conway's rear end right now. He says he has legends on his shirts. Mr. TJ, I'm ready to perform at Rapid Wrestling for Curtis Black. Mr. TJ, I'd have to see your work personally, sir. Get a hold of me. I remember G Smoothie Dog at Danger Zone Sports.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's taking this. All right, there you go. So there is a little deal going on between
Yeah.
you two, and we're still waiting on
Yeah.
Ryker. Guys, don't get mad at Ryker. I'm actually giving him a little break. He did perform. He just got done with a match. He's going to be coming directly to us, and you get back to the locker room and the whole deal. So we all understand the business, man, and sometimes it's just a tough deal sometimes in this business. It keeps you busy and it's a little crazy. Not everything works out exactly as you want. So what we did is we actually freshened his invite. So I'm waiting for him to get back in there. All right, all right. That did pop back up. There it goes. Anything else, Mr. Conway? I know you got real quiet, sir. Uh-oh. Did I
He
make
better.
Mr.
That little
Conway mad?
T-shirt that he got, that little T-shirt he talking about. I done heard about that T-shirt. My brother told me about that T-shirt. Let me tell you what's gonna happen about that T-shirt on March 28th in Lincolnton, North Carolina. My brother, the kingpin of wrestling, E-Dog, is gonna take a pair of scissors and he's gonna cut that T-shirt up. Ain't nobody's name going on back of the shirt. Whatever name you put on that last name on there. My brother E-Dog is gonna cut that shirt off of you. Watch.
Yeah, I for a fact, speaking of that, there was a promo I seen from E Dog, and I did hear some words involving Fork. And knowing the history of E Dog, I do believe this Fork has a really personal tie with none other than Abdullah the Butcher.
That's correct. That is correct.
Knowing that gentleman personally, a gentleman I loved very much, that was a dangerous man. And if E Dog, his style, his emotion, anything in him is even close to that gentleman, I will say, folks, this is going to be a match between him and Lincoln Conway. Y'all just ain't going to want to miss, because when these two gentlemen come in, I mean, you've got Mr. Breaking News, G Smooth, you've got E Dog. Two gentlemen coming out of Georgia, man. We're talking hardcore, extreme gentlemen have spilt more blood than boys on a playground. So I'm telling you, man, this is going to be one hell of a banger here now. All right, we're getting hit up here. Oh, that's funny. Hey guys, in professional wrestling, by the way, there's you're gonna be getting hit up on your Facebooks and stuff, and they've been hitting people within the professional business and trying to say that they can hook you up like $1,500. They can get you into this investment and that. Don't fall for it. Just report it, man. And I did notice, I did post one for everybody out there, for everybody that's in this business. I seen about 27 to 30 people I knew personally in the professional wrestling business that was on this guy's friends list that was trying to scam. So check your friends list, look on my post. Next Sunday, E-Dog, let's see. Next Sunday, E-Dog will be done by the hands of Lincoln Conway, walking out the No Limit champion. Well, yes, I mean, representing you, sir. I mean, my job is to go out there and, I agree. That's going to be a hell of a match. But we're going to see what happens between these two gentlemen, because I have huge interest in a lot of things that's going on this day. Ryker is a big talent. Somebody in the South that's been hot, but I don't think he's ever had somebody like you. Somebody as dangerous. Let me put it that way, dangerous. Do you put yourself in the danger factor?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen. No disrespect to Ryker. I don't know what happened. Like I said, I don't know who he pissed off, but I know that the money is good, and I know what they want me to do, and I know I'm the man that's going to get that job done.
Well, folks, we're waiting for Mr. Ryker to come in here. We're going to actually hit Mr. Breaking News with some of the questions that's coming through. Now, one of it did come through. Somebody asked, has Mr. Breaking News ever been hit so hard in a ring that he was actually knocked out?
Well, I won't say necessarily hit. I was given a snap body slam. The thing that like Randy Orton does, the little snap slam, spinning slam. And I land on, when the guy floated over, my head, he actually drove my head into the mat. And I was literally, the crowd was like muffled, and I was all discombobulated. It was a concussion right there. Instantly.
Oh, yeah, you got dusted heavy. I call that dusting in the business, when somebody doesn't tuck their chin on anything, and when they take that dusting, I mean, it's a bad place to be in.
Yes.
Watch G Smooth, because you my list. Mr. Conway.
He's still talking? That was him? He said something?
Yeah, that was Mr. Conway there. He said, watch G Smooth because you on my list. So he's actually putting you on his list. Mr. Conway, do me a favor. Wait till the 28th.
Son, listen. Here's what, look, this is what you need to do. First of all, you need to stop talking on here, because you obviously is digging yourself. It's only supposed to be 6 feet. Well, you're working on 12. All right. That's why you need to stop on that. But here's what you should do. I advise you to go back in your room, go in your closet, get your Sunday best, pick it out, and give it to the mortician so they'll know exactly how to dress you at the morgue after my brother kills you. March 28th, Lincolnton, North Carolina. Conway is deceased. The belt is coming back to Hot Lab Daddy with us.
Mr. Conway. They want to take that belt for a ride. I'll tell you what, Mr. Conway. I told you before, I walk you out to the gold. Doc Payne better be holding that gold up with you, because if you don't, Doc Payne's going to be very, very upset and disappointed on this one. I expect the best from my guys, without a doubt, and these guys have been told this from the word go. Mr. TJ, what is G Smooth's most memorable match? Nice question, buddy. Nice question.
Wow.
I like it.
I like that question. It's actually a good one. I have a few. One of them would be sharing the ring with Rock and Roll Express. But my most memorable would be Flamin's table match in Rossville, Georgia. And the opponents had me on the ring apron. And I was taking the choke slam through the table on the concrete. You can actually go on YouTube and see this match. When I went through the table and hit the concrete, I actually lost my nervous system was messed up. I couldn't even control my extremities. And come to find out, I had fractured my back. Didn't
Wow.
even know it, Doc. Didn't even know it, Doc. After the show, went to the party, had some stuff to feel good, had a couple of drinks. The whole time my back was fractured. That was the most memorable match.
There you go, Mr. TJ. You heard it yourself. Well, here we go. Another question. It's coming on an opposite side here. How long have you actually been in professional wrestling yourself?
Yeah, well, I actually started in the 90s. I came into business in 92, 93 with a guy by the name of Murder One down here in Georgia. And he introduced me to some people, Steve Lawler and Tommy Wildfire Rich, people that
Oh,
he introduced me to them. And so I ended up starting out carrying bags, setting the ring up, tearing the ring down, refereeing. It's called what we call paying dues.
oh yes. Things
You
that we
know,
had to do to come up into this business without a doubt. We call this old
exactly.
school. For you young
Right.
guys, that's what it really took to get yourself broke into this. And to be honest, it sometimes it takes quite a while to even get close to the ring.
Yes, yes, it's
Quite a
true.
while. There's an honor in this business, and that's one of the things I love about when I meet guys or work around guys. It's old school. I
Yeah.
love it. They just have so much honor, and they look at other talent and they want to help them. So that's great. Anything else going on? Oh, but connected to that question, they said, has G Smooth ever been starstruck by walking into a show he was booked on and seeing somebody else going, "Oh my God, I'm actually on the same card with this guy."
Oh man, do you have time? Yes. Off the top of my head, Tony Atlas, uh, Mr. Wrestling number two, uh, Bullet Bob Armstrong, and as I said, of course, Rock and Roll Express. I definitely them. They're on there as well.
Oh,
And
Rick is a good friend of mine. I love Rick, man. Good friend of
yeah,
mine.
good dude, good dude, good dude. Also, who else would I have to put on it? Oh, how could I forget? Thunderbolt Patterson.
Oh, there we go. Nice,
Yeah,
nice. Oh yeah, when you're throwing names out like that, that's iconic. Guys that come up into this business that gave so much to it.
you're
That's
right.
honorable. All right, let's see what's
Right.
going on with Mister Riker here. Let's see if we can get him popping yet. Where you at, sir? Let's send him a message that says hello. Hey, boss man, if you're watching, call your boy and say we still waiting on him. But I'll tell you what, while we're waiting on him, March 28th is such a big day, man. We can't skip without even talking about some wrestling, So, we're gonna bring it up, man. This is Seek and Destroy, Lincolnton, North Carolina. I mean, we've got guys like Roma Miller, NAV, Only Bobby, Hunter Wolf, Punisher. I mean, Lincoln Conway. I mean, this card is packed, and this is going to be a hell of a night. But when I throw out the two names of Kenny Urban and Kerry Morton, now is that a match that you're going to go, man? I think I want to take a look at this.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's two great talents. In fact, if you actually look at the card that day, from top to bottom, it's a stacked card. I'm actually hoping our match is first so I can watch the other matches.
Yeah, that's going out. I'm honored. I get to go out and be right there at the ring for three matches. But I've already told my bosses. I said, you know what? I said I think Doc Payne's going to come out to the commentators table because I need to keep an eye on some things here. So Doc Payne's going to be actually watching these matches really close because. A gentleman like Hunter Wolf, to have a guy coming in 7 foot tall, just to watch his work, even being in a ring and being around this business as long as I have, these kind of gentlemen are wonders just to be around, to watch them,
Exactly.
to see how they move, man. And folks, when we say this is a big man, this guy's not a joke. So if you're going to want to see one of the And he's actually, no joke, people, the largest living man in the state of Tennessee. That's his legacy here right now. I'm like, there's some big boys over here I've already ran into, and yeah, it's big. But yeah, here it is, Kerry Morton and Kenny Urban, man, two young lions. Then here we go, man. Roma Miller versus Lazarus Black. Are you familiar with any of these gentlemen right here?
No, not those two. Respectfully, no.
Now, Lazarus Black, he's part of Black Society, a tag team with Ryan Mantis, man. They pretty heavy down in North Carolina, South Carolina, East Tennessee, West Virginia, in those areas. A lot of tag team belts, great talent, but Roma Miller, man, this kid reminds me of young Rocky Johnson. Really quick on his feet. He's quick to react and what's next. He's a student of the game. So this is going to be a match to watch. And Roman Miller, I look for him to be a future superstar for Rapid, without a doubt. People, you got to keep an eye on him. Then, of course, sir, you've probably heard of these guys, Curtis Black and Amp Dominic. Now, have you ever got to see any of their work personally?
I have, and that's another classic on the card right there that I want to watch. And I actually saw Black's interview the other night, and he seems like he's ready to do some things that night.
I think it was fair. I kind of egged him on. I kind of was poking the bear quite a bit in that interview. So, folks, I'm not going to apologize. Like I said, I want to get out of these guys exactly what you expect. And when they go to these ring and go to the ring and they face each other, it's going to be savage all the way through. These cards is so great. Another one that I'm really, really happy for is this open challenge with James Hall. This guy coming in, another guy that's well known for, he can go technical, he can go hardcore, he can he's willing to go anything. He's a great talent, but coming into the door, cockiness of open challenge, anybody from the locker room, big step. That's you're coming out with a big set. Let's just put it that way. You just better hope Hunter don't come out. Let's just put it that way. I wouldn't want to face Hunter Wolf. Then, of course, the guy your buddy E-Dog versus Lincoln Conway. Oh, sir, I know E-Dog. I've had the honor to sit and talk with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm gonna be the first to say, this guy, he's on the edge of insanity, man. He really is. This guy has got to be a trip. Do you ever standing in that corner waiting for him to tag you? Then all of a sudden, this guy's doing something. You're going, holy crap!
Yeah, actually, there's times he's been in the ring and he has done things that even when he did come to tag me, I was so caught into what he just done, I forgot to put my hand out for the tag. I mean, it was, but I tell you, it's amazing. With him, you never know what's going to hit that button. We were doing a show in North Georgia. Was it North? Yeah, it was Tryon, Georgia, an Extreme North by Chattanooga, Tennessee, right? On the way to the ring, he goes to the concession stand and gets a bag of cookies, right? So now during the match, we're fighting, we're wrestling. He's his cookies on the apron, right? So the guys in the ring, I always whip him into the corner. He accidentally knocks the bag of cookies out of E-Dog's hand. E-Dog, look. He said, what the? Tag me. I tagged him, and I swear it almost was a murder that night. Look, he lost it over some cookies. Over some cookies. So just imagine what he's going to do to you, Conway.
Oh, man, Mr. Conway, as much as I love
coming from your soul.
Cookies, brother. Oh, man, don't mess with my cookies now, man. Oh, man, if you got that mad over cookies, and I was just sitting here thinking in my head, I'm going to be bringing E-Dog back for a quick interview. And in my head, I'm going, I wonder if I could push this man's buttons. Can Doc Payne piss off E-Dog? Can I get him to show me that side of how bad he wants Mr. Conway? So, folks, I'm gonna make that a goal. I'm gonna make it a personal goal to see if I can find E Dog's button.
I'm a
That's
true.
what I do. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And another gentleman is coming into this into March 28th. Look at this guy, man. He's a monster. I mean, 6'9". This guy has no fat on him. I think he's benching like 520 right now, something around there. And I'm like, there's nobody in there that he can't manhandle. And that was one of my expressions. I've got one of the most powerful and the biggest, so I'm kind of like, Doc Payne's coming to this business and I want to show the best. And right now, folks, we've got one of the best and one of the most insane men in the hardcore industry right now. G Smooth. I'm loving this, guys. To me, I'm
There you go.
ecstatic. I love guys. It's been in it and it's done it. That's why me and Lincoln Conway, we get along because he does have that hardcore background, and we come from the same state. He just hasn't spilled as much blood as I have. That will be the big difference. Listen, G Smooth, I got something to tell you. Both after this show, come check it out on my page. Why should I come? Wait a minute. You're saying check it out on your page. I mean, Mr. Conway, I can send you an invite.
Come on
I mean,
in.
we can bring in Ryker. I mean, I can get a hold of Eda. We can bring him in. I mean, we can have a big
Yeah,
reunion of tonight, man. I mean, that'd be no problem.
yeah.
Now let's see if we got Ryker yet. Mr. Conway, tell the boss to call this gentleman. He texted me he was getting done like 20 minutes ago. I hope he doesn't run his match like that.
It won't go that long.
All right, anybody, you guys got anything else out there to add on to this as we're waiting and waiting? But I'm telling you, Mr. Lincoln, why do it on your social media? If you want an invite, I'll invite you. You want in? Come on, buddy. Come on. I'll let you talk.
Come
I'll let you say what you got to say. I'll
on,
let you
Conway.
have the right. I'll even mute myself so I don't stop you and try to take over as the manager and talk for you. I'll let you have the honor. Okay.
Come
No
on, man.
response. Come on,
Come on,
Mr.
man.
Riker. You're killing me here. Tennessee time and North Carolina time is the same.
Right. Most of the time, right?
All right. We still have Mr. TJ here. I do like this question, TJ. Does G Smooth have a dream opponent he'd like to face? This is interesting.
Well, yeah,
And
that's
I'll
actually
say
good.
across the board, any promotion, anywhere.
Ah, you know what? Actually, I do. I would like to actually face, and he's huge, but I like his work. Keith Lee. I
Dude,
just
what a talent. What a
Yeah,
talent.
absolutely, absolutely. I just have appreciation for that. So Keith Lee would definitely be it.
Yeah. I like Keith Lee, powerful guy. One of the baddest shoulder blocks coming off of the ropes. Like he's knocking people out of the freaking ring, man. And
Right,
I'm
right.
like, my God. Oh, Mr. Conway says, send it. All right, Mr. Conway, here we go. We're going to actually bring you in. Hey, Mr. E Dog, you on by chance, man? We'll bring them all in. We'll bring them all in. I'll bring in the entire roster for March 28th if I could. I could fit 10 people in here. I mean, come on,
Quite a
man.
line.
That'd be a nice time. I don't think people have ever seen, 8 different guys from a show on the same show talking at the same time. I don't think it's happened.
I haven't seen it.
Neither have I. So, folks, hell, let's make some history. Let's bring it on. We're waiting. I sent it to you, Mr. Conway. Here it comes. Here it comes. I think he's a little mad at me because I think I caught him being a little too cocky. And I know, no, and I know you, dog. And as a manager, I warn him. I'll be honest. He's a dangerous guy. He's a very dangerous
Yeah.
guy. And
Let me tell
in
you.
his promo, he mentioned something. He's like, maybe I'll bring fire. He's
Well,
known in
well.
Georgia for fire.
In case for those that's on here watching, in case you don't believe that, again, on YouTube, you can go and check the reference. E Dog and I set a guy ablaze in Darien, Georgia, and we have no problems with doing it again. Conway, I'm telling you, while you got time, back out. You don't want these problems. Back out. There's still time. Back out.
Come on, Mr. Conway, I sent it. Here, I sent it twice. And we waiting, buddy. We waiting. All right, folks, what else you got? Oh, you were asked about that, and I tell you what, I'll give you an answer myself. One of the guys that I always wanted to have in a ring, the Great Muda.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would have been
Always.
great.
You
He's
know,
awesome.
and as far as hardcore, there are two names, and everybody says, you're stupid. Why would you? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I love the business, and I am that hard. Terry Funk and New
That's the
Jack.
Godfather.
And New Jack.
Oh yeah, that's two great ones. That's
Yes.
two great ones.
Those were
I
my
give you
two
that.
guys that if I ever said, man, I would love if I had the opportunity. If those two names was ever put in front of me, oh, I'm down.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm down.
I thank New Jack for a lot of things that he taught me along the way. I do.
Oh,
I
that's a
do.
guy.
I think.
I tell you what, I'd love to interview that man on my show. Going back to Philadelphia, man, a lot of people don't realize, ECW had its shows, but prior to the show setting up, like you'd say, we put work in. Part of the
Right.
shows, even though you didn't get to be in the show and stuff, we were having matches during the day, goofing off, and these guys were using us as practice buddies, and beating the living crap out of us and the whole deal. And this is how I got broke into the business, was just hanging around that and getting to be part of it at least. And we were pirating actually ECW on a Christian channel in Ohio. You could Sunday night 2:30 or Saturday night 2:30 in the morning. The channel would be shut off. It'd pop up, and what would you hear? ECW kicking in, dude.
Yeah.
And it was like that. We had it going for a year until they finally caught us and shut us from doing it again.
Yeah.
He
That's how
says,
they
"I'm
started
sure
out.
Curtis Black would talk again." Well, he told Curtis Black to get a hold of me. He knows how to get a hold of Doc Payne. Come on, buddy. I'd be happy to have him come on here. Come on, Mr. Gary there, Mr. Conway. Tell Lincoln to get on here. Bar. Bye.
Maybe he took my advice and went and got his Sunday's best to wear in his casket on next Sunday.
Don't take your shirt off, Mr. Conway. All right, man. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna spam you with this. You said to invite you. I'm spamming you. I'm sending it to you. Here
Hey,
it
he
is.
was.
Let's see if we got him now. Not yet. I think he's replying now. Lincoln Conway. Man, I hope you walk to the ring quicker than you do getting on this show. I tell you that. I don't know what's up with you boys down that way. Yep, that's right. Kerry Morton, the son of Ricky Morton, he is the main he's the main event on that night. I've seen this young man work quite well, and I tell you what, if somebody doesn't grab him up and put him in a big contract, it'd be a loss to them, because somebody is going to make the right move and get him in, and just he's going to turn into something great. He's going to be one hell of a worker. But actually, let me actually look here, folks. For a fact, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, we will have Kerry Morton, Kenny Urban facing one another tomorrow, the main event of Rapid Wrestling Federation, March 28th. So that's going to be exciting. These are two young lions, and one of the things that I've been telling people, Kenny Urban's not real familiar. People don't know him that well down south yet. They haven't got the taste of what he does and how well he is. Up north, he's hot. Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin, all the way to the eastern board, headed out to the Dakotas. He's really got a great reputation for worker, technical, flyer. He's an environmentalist. He can work everything around him. He takes advantage of it. Seeing him and Kerry Morton come in, that's going to be a match I want to see, and I have high interest in it. I'd like to see Kerry Morton and those two come in there and stay for a moment with Rappy, because that would be hellacious. Mr. Conway, Lincoln Conway, come on, sir. Are you eating a bowl of cereal or something, man? Come on now. I seen you look at it. I know you're right there. You shouldn't look at your message, sir, if you didn't want me to know you're looking at it, because it shows me you just received it and looked at it. So here's what I'm doing. I'm pasting it. I'm sending it. There you are. Mr. Morales, my boss, my boss, my boss. Will you please tell this gentleman that who said bring him on, that if he doesn't get on here after saying that on March 28th, me and him is going to have us a talk.
He's got big problems. He knows it.
You know what, folks? I'm going to do something here. Let me see if I can see if Mr. E Dog is busy.
Oh, boy, he's trying to. I might need to go get me a beer for this one.
Let's see. Mr. E Dog, see if you're awake. All right, folks, I just actually messaged Mr. E Dog, because if Mr. Gary is going to come on here, I think it's only fair to give Mr. E Dog the equal opportunity. And if I have to, I'll have Mr. G Smooth call his boy himself and say, hey, Doc wants you on. Mr. Conway had some up. Here we go. Here we go. For a fact, ladies and gentlemen, none other than Lincoln Conway. Mr. Conway, how you doing, sir?
Oh, man.
Listen. You guys don't have a chance March 28th at all. I'm keeping it 100 with you guys. I respect what you guys did for this. I respect what you guys done for this business, but E-Dog's going down. It's going to be his last match. By the hands of mine.
Lincoln Conway. Can I have permission to screenshot this picture right now? Because next Sunday,
you can screenshot it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me do it. And the only reason I'm doing this is because after my brother beats you unconscious, after he dismantles your face, when you wake up in the hospital, I want you to remember what you look like. Okay? That's the only reason I'm going to do it. Thank you. I'm glad you respect what we do. But do you understand that you are signing your own death certificate, sir? Back out. You got time.
See,
you got time. Back out.
There's where you're wrong at, G Smooth, is after I beat E-Dog and put his name on the back of my shirt, the Next Gen shirt, by the way, you're on my list of putting your name on the back of this shirt too.
You know what? I admire your ambition. I do. I seriously admire your ambition. Unfortunately, sir, in case you didn't hear me before, you won't make it out of the 28th, March 28th in Lincolnton, North Carolina. You're not going to make it out. All right. So listen about the little T-shirts you got and the names that you put on the back. Do you remember the last name you put on there?
Yeah, I do.
What was it?
It's gonna be your name.
No. You're not gonna make it to me, so I'm not worried about that. No. I mean the name that's already on there.
Yeah, there is. There's two people's names on there.
You got two people's name on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no. That's good. That's good because who's ever number two on that list is the last name you're gonna put on there. All right. So now, do you want my brother to cut the shirt off completely, or do you want like a halter top? What do you want? I think probably a halter top for you, right?
Well, see, it's all fun and games to you guys right now, till March 28th, till your
It's a
brother or your brother E Dog is looking up while I'm standing over top of him with the new No Limit champion.
Well, okay. Well, all I can say to you is I hope you can back up that talk.
Well, I
Because
tell
my
you
brother
what,
can
ladies and
walk the
gentlemen,
walk.
Mr. G Smooth, I got a surprise for you. Mr. Conway, I got a surprise for you because you never know what to expect from Doc Payne. And people, if you're watching us right now, tell your friends to jump on here because guess what? Here's the surprise that Doc Payne just kicked it in. Yes, baby. Mr. E-Dog, how you doing, sir?
What up? What's going on?
Man,
Yeah, what's up?
So yeah, I've got Mr. Conway on here. I got your boy G Smooth on here.
What
Mr.
up?
Conway wanted to come on and had some things to say about Mr. E-Dog himself. So I said, you know what? The fans deserve to hear from E-Dog. When G Smooth is on here telling him, hey, man, you tell him how it is. Telling Mr. Conway, man, you need to get out of this match. And Mr. Conway didn't listen. He's not taking the advice. So I'm like, you know what? This is what Doc Payne's going to do for the fans. He's just going to bring E-Dog in and just say, let E-Dog have some say in this as well.
boy,
All I gotta do is I just gotta say, you in trouble. That's it. That's all I need to say.
try to tell him. I try to warn him.
Well, like I say, after I put E Dog's name on this shirt of the next
Fuck a
gen
t-shirt.
shirt,
Fuck that shirt.
I try to tell
No,
you. You don't listen.
I'm trying to tell you. You keep talking about a t-shirt. I'm gonna rip that t-shirt off that back and stuff it up your ass. That's what I'm gonna do. See, I've been nice. I was being nice, but you keep coming on and you keep talking. You don't know when to shut up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna silently rearrange your face. That's what I'm gonna do. They them look at you right now. They can look at you right now, but on the 28th, when I'm finished with you, it's gonna be really, really red. A lot of blood is gonna be on your face. I guarantee that.
well, I'm glad that you bring in family members because it's going to be the last time they see you fighting in the ring.
Yeah. What kind of insurance you got? Cause you gonna need it.
Notch.
Well, guess what? Tell them to get ready to pay your family a whole lot because when I'm done with you, you're gonna need it.
Hail Mary, full of grace.
I just hope you guys bring your A game on the 28th because I'm bringing it.
Oh, I'm bringing the alphabet, bro. Not just the A game. I'm bringing the whole alphabet with me.
Congratulations, Doc Payne. You pressed that button.
Oh, I got that button. I don't know if I got that button yet, E-Dog. I mean, how ticked are you, man? Come on, man. I mean, this guy's saying he's going to end your career. Saying this is your last match.
You know how many times I heard that? That's why I stay so cool and calm because everybody that's done said it, where are they at right now? They're not around.
Oh, here we go.
I'm still waiting.
Here comes the question. TJ Joe Doe says, what's going to happen first? G Smooth's name on Conway's shirt or Conway's blood on E-Dog's shirt?
I know. Conway blood on E-Dog's shirt.
And Nick TJ follows with, "Oh snap!
It's
I
all
think
fine.
he liked
It's
the
all
fact that I
it's
brought
all
E-Dog in."
right now.
TJ puts it up. Talk is cheap. Action
It's all
is
fun and
money.
games for you
E-Dog's
guys now.
Gary Conway. It's Lincoln, sir. Lincoln. Get it right, sir. A wrestling fan will have that crap right. So he's saying he predicted your blood's going to be on his shirt. He's predicting your name's going to be on his shirt. He
It's all,
said
it's
earlier
all
he's
fun and games.
retiring the E-Dog.
It's all
He
fun
said
and
he's
games the
putting
28th.
He says he's putting the Georgia dog down. He says he's putting you into the rocking chair, Mister E-Dog. I mean, this is pretty much threatening your career.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it.
I mean, that's a lot of testosterone for a man to come out jumping in there saying March 28th, Lincolnton, North Carolina, that he's going to put you down permanently. I'm looking forward to this match. I know the fans are looking forward to this. G Smooth is looking for this match. I know G Smooth is even going to be watching this one. This is fire, folks. Fire, fire, fire. And I tell you what, this is what I'm going to do for every fan in Lincolnton, North Carolina.
Yes.
I was going to go in on Saturday. I'm going a day earlier as well to make sure you got tickets. So, Mr. Conway, can you hear me?
Doc, listen. G Smooth's going to be following right behind his buddy. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Go ahead. Let me ask you a question. Why are you?
Mr.
I'm kind of confused.
Right behind his buddy.
I understand where you're coming from, but I'm gonna come at you, and I'm gonna come at you with the real, and I'm gonna come at you with the fans because the fans expect me to do this representing the next gen. My thing is March 28th. Our concentration is none other than the E-Dog. A dangerous man is coming out of Georgia. A man that's been known to put people in the hospital. A man that's been known to burn people. A man that's been known to cut people. A man that's been known to maim people.
All of that is fun.
Now, I need Lincoln Conway to be just as dangerous as that man.
What's the Doc, listen. I don't know why you're wasting your voice right now and telling me all this stuff. I don't care what he did to other people. He ain't gonna do that shit to me. So why are you wasting your voice and trying to tell me what to do?
You know what? My job is to make sure I keep your ass safe. Going into that ring and coming out of the ring and making sure you're successful. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I'm gonna give you the advice from a man that's been in this business for a long ass time, son. I said I'm gonna come out and represent you, but here's the thing: when you play the game smart. Don't go looking past E-Dog and looking to G Smooth. You just look in one direction and you focus on that direction. You're looking all over, brother. But you're going to come at me with disrespect. I tell you what, 28th, we will talk. We will talk.
Your voice right now. I don't care what they did. Listen, I don't care what they did 20 years ago. I'm worried about what I'm going to do March 8th. And I'm going to put both of these legends on the back of my shirt.
You know what, Doc? You know what, Doc Payne? Doc, can you hear me? You hear me, brother?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Doc, don't say nothing else to him. Don't say nothing else to him, Doc, because you know what? Hard heads don't ever get the picture until they see the flash. And in this case, he's the hard head. Don't say nothing. Don't tell him nothing else. Don't tell him nothing else. When he's carried out of that ring on a stretcher, come next Sunday, March 28th in Lincolnton, North Carolina, he'll understand. He'll get the message then. Don't say nothing else to him. You see, sometimes you just got to beat respect into punks. That's exactly what my brother's going to do March 28th.
Somebody's in trouble.
This is a heated match. This is the real deal, folks. Lincolnton, North Carolina, Seek and Destroy, March 28th. Guys, don't miss it. I am going to Lincolnton a day early, just so y'all can even have a day extra to come get tickets to make sure you see these matches live. I don't know what to say right now. I really don't. I don't know what happened with Mr. Ryker, but
Yeah,
you know
that's gonna be
what?
the last. That's gonna be the last.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see what he's got to say. Lincolnton's focus is going to have him counting the lights and seeing red, blood in his eyes. Well, I tell you what, sir. Yeah, I hope his focus is, like I said, I hope his focus is on March 28th. But right now, he's making a mistake looking past the man he's already got in front of him. He's focusing too far. In this game, in this business, if you want that gold, don't look that far ahead. Always look what's right in front of you first.
All right, Doc. I don't need you to waste your Doc. I don't need you to waste your voice and keep and repeat yourself. I don't need you. I need you to do is carry my luggage to the ring and
Excuse me.
greatness when I come to the ring. That's what I
Well,
need
I'm
you
gonna
to
tell
do.
you what, Mr. Conway. Now, what I'm telling you what, because you're ticked off because you know you're
That's what I
overloading your
need you
ass
to do.
coming on here, telling these gentlemen that you said you're going after both of them. I'm trying to keep your ass safe, but you're gonna sit there and come at me like I'm gonna carry your damn luggage, son. I tell you what, you're lucky I am out of the game. You're lucky I ain't in the ring. I represent the next gen, and you damn well better represent it as well. Respect in this game, Mr. Conway. I will see you
Well,
March 27th.
Sounds like you just got put in timeout.
Yeah.
No, I ain't no damn timeout. He's going to deal with me man to man, face to face, because I'm not going to get disrespected because I'm trying to do my job
listen.
and protect him. And I think right now, him looking past E-Dog and thinking he's going to take a bite out of G Smooth. Come on, man. You got to worry about the first war before you head to another battle.
And you got hell on your hands, Lincoln.
E-Dog has already gotten in his head. Yes, sir, I think E-Dog does because he made him actually disrespect me. He took a moment to disrespect me. Well, I tell you what, folks, March 28th, Lincolnton, North Carolina. Doc Payne's actually going to be jumping off here. We are proud that we had E-Dog. We are proud that we had G-Smooth. And we are proud that we had Lincoln Conway, man. This was the wild card, Rapid Wrestling Federation. Folks, thanks for joining us. Let everybody know, man, don't miss these matches. Mr. Conway, you'll be hearing from me soon. Gentlemen, thank you very much and have a great night. Folks, thank you and keep watching Rapid Wrestling Federation because you sure in the hell ain't going to want to miss this. And Doc Payne's got some business to go handle.